little different because uh for this first video there was no audio. So uh kind of just gonna do a voiceover here and give a summary of these events. I could probably cut this up into two videos, but I already have two videos in the backlog, so we're just gonna go. Uh so in the first video, basically what happens is back in the monkey dungeon, Rebecca falls in once again because she's a damsel in distress. And then we watch the same cutscene that may or may not have been in the last video because I didn't know how to skip it. But you figure things out as you go on. Uh, just William Birkin and Albert Wesker plotting like they do. But William looks really fucking ugly in this game, let me tell you that. Just so goddamn hideous. Wesker's gonna go off to the first game, basically. I'm sure you guys can read the subtitles. If you can't, well, too bad. I'm not reading them for you. Yeah, the reason this video is different is because we had two failed episodes and then one that had no audio, but the video was fine. So the next two videos after this, or one of the videos after this one, half of it has no video. So now, later on, we're Billy trying to go save Rebecca from that gaping hole she's in. And at this moment in time, Billy's not looking too good. So we're gonna heal him up for what's to come in the next couple of seconds. And as I was going through trying to fix this is the one episode where I think I messed up a whole bunch, and now I have to go back and I had to go back and I slept till like 3 in the morning. I had a work day, and now we have to fight monkeys. Clear this room out. Think I end up getting really hurt in this room. These monkeys do a pretty good amount of damage if you're not ready for them. But it's basically 2 shotgun blasts, and that usually takes care of them. Maybe even 3, not sure. They kind of just seize up when they die. Pretty nice. Not really. So that's a hint for the puzzle, but we'll figure that out later. This video is going to be in 2 parts because I decided to combine both videos into one and just cut it up to the important parts. When I have to do more work to cut up the shitty ass narration, but hey. Or I could leave it in there. You just get a more casual feel. Never know. So we finally rescue Rebecca. She's about to drop, and Billy catches her because he's such a strong, sexy man. Honestly, I don't know how. Like, I know this place is decrepit and shit, but I don't know how there's perfectly 2 good holes from the monkey dungeon to this underground shit, and then just water. No idea how that makes sense at all. Rebecca gets a call from her captain and decides not to snitch on Billy because, she's got a little girly girl crush. And we're about to learn Billy's backstory. So it turns out Billy's not actually a one-man army. Sure, if I don't explain it well, you can just read the subtitles if the quality's not ass. It's basically they're trying to raid a hideout. They got to the village and it was full of civilians instead, and Billy didn't want to kill him, but his commanding officer said, "Fuck you," killed him in his bed, and they made it his fault. So they framed him. Kind of a piece of shit thing to do, if I'll be honest. Gets his ass knocked the fuck out. And they just massacre him, like straight up like Modern Warfare 2 airport scene. Except you're not doing it. Never trust a guy with blue eyes. So, Billy's trying to play it off cool guy. Doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't, because, like, they framed him, so they're just gonna send him to prison anyway. Scared the shit out of me. I just got a phone call. It's from my sister. I'm not gonna pick up. I'm very good. Jesus. Alright, next video. Uh, we make it to, this laboratory looking room, testing room. Little spaz walk up the stairs. Got Billy chilling. There was a whole ass spider room before this one. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Just caused me mental havoc and was a giant ass pain in the head. Uh, you know, don't worry about it. Okay? And get this metal case here. We will later figure out that this upgrades Rebecca's gun, but right now I don't know what the fuck to do with it. And scrounging around for shit. You know. I'm gonna try and use it and examine it. Because, you know, I've learned to examine literally everything we get. And we need a code for this, bitch. Don't know it right now, but literally if I were to examine any other part of that case, it would have told me the code. You know, just goes to show you how, even when you learn something, it's like, it's not even like good. You know, you gotta learn more. You gotta get that big brain. You know, like, I'm not very smart. If you haven't told, if you couldn't tell by the previous episodes that I'm fucking dumb. right? Look, see, I didn't even press space to examine anything. That would have told me the code right there. But no, my dumb ass is gonna carry that shit like the fucking, uh, you know, waste some inventory space. I can't even like talk all the time. I didn't write a script for this. I was going to in like the worst font imaginable, just so I had a harder time reading it too. Because I really just wanted to fuck myself over right now. Like past me just hates future me, you know. And I'm glad I don't have Jesse here trying to also talk and explain shit because the whole time he'd just be roasting my dumb ass, you know. It's like this is the person you've chosen like spend your time with for like an hour for these recording sessions where you get like 10 minutes of actual progress and then 50 minutes of the dumbass survival, right? Like it's a miracle that it happens, but it does happen. So I don't know if this hunters spawn in this room. I'm not sure if this is the time where I actually beat them or I die to them. And I don't know how long this video is. It could be an hour and a half, or it could be literally like 11 minutes. I'm not sure. This timer in DaVinci Resolve is just fucking impossible to read because it starts out at 1 instead of 0. So I can't tell what is what, you know? Like obviously there's minutes and seconds, but we're starting at 1 hour at 0 somehow, you know? Anyway, you figure out this puzzle pretty easily. You just kind of mash shit together to buttons. So I mean, you just kind of mash buttons together to get to that button, and you start a battle sequence where you're locked in the room with two hunters. You know, if you're underprepared, it is definitely like an oh shit moment. But you know, I got that grenade launcher, and it kind of makes quick work of them. You know, especially those acid rounds. This takes them out pretty good. I cut out all the dying, but I died to the guys like twice. Don't worry about it. And grab this key that opens up this door with the water motif from the previous episodes. Literally, you use that key for this one door, and then you're fucking done with it. It's actually kind of stupid. Like, you could have just made this game like a little bit shorter, cause that whole like underground facility part right there, like that whole area with the hunters and shit, that was only for the key. Like that's literally all you went there for. I mean, I guess the weapon upgrade case, but still. Anyway, they put these leech fuckers in here. I hate these sons of bitches. They literally made me rage so hard. I'm not gonna put in the audio because I'm too lazy for that shit. But literally, like two, I recorded an hour and then a half an hour episode that was just kind of just full of rage, right? It was bad. Like I couldn't even record it, try for another hour because how mad I was. So I just stopped at 30 minutes. I just couldn't do it. You pick up this vice. We'll use to grab a tablet later. But yeah, these guys pissed me off to no end. Like look at that. He just got done with his little fucking spaghetti noodle arm attack and then just grabs me. Hate these pieces of shit. You need 3 Molotovs to burn them, by the way. I'll say that in the next episode, but I'm just gonna tell you now. And yeah, I scoot my way past this guy because he's gonna break out of his shell because he looks like that old dude. That's the bad guy who now looks like young. It's kind of creepy. He's kind of ugly still, even though he's young now. Get to chillax in this bar for a little bit. Uh, I don't remember the music in here, but fucking Billy can play the shit out of this piano. It'll open up that secret wall right there. Whether the footage actually shows that I couldn't say. You know? But hey, stuff's happening. It's pretty cool. Uh, I don't know where most of the footage went, but here's me playing the piano for Billy. If you get Rebecca to do this, it sounds like a little bit worse, and the wall does not open up. So she kind of fucking sucks, right? And that all results somehow in you getting the 3 tablets. Don't worry about it too much. I'm not gonna go back and explain it. You want to see it? You play the fucking game. And I'm just bad at doing YouTube shit. So here's a cutscene to end the video. I promise next one's better.